Grade 11s, let's look at the corrections of June, Mathematical Literacy paper 1, that was written in 2024. All right, shall be using the next year's. All right, question 1, study the payslip below for Brown Fisher for the month of May 2024 and answer the questions that follow. This is the payslip. All right, write the acronym UIF in full. This stands for U, it stands for unemployment. The I stands for insurance. And the F stands for fund. Unemployment Insurance Fund. Unemployment Insurance Fund. 1.2, 1.1.2. Determine the term gross salary. The gross salary, all we wanted is to see gross salary. You would have said is the total amount one receives before. This is what I wanted. Before deductions. Net monthly salary now. Salary net. This one's after deduction, so we have to take the net will always be gross minus deductions. Deductions, these are the amounts or values that are taken off from your gross salary, like UIF, tax, anything that you pay. That is standard. All right. So here we shall say, let's study and we see. So this is the gross amount of money received. Then minus, we're going to subtract the payee, which is the tax. This pay stands for pay as you earn. Other people will call it personal tax. So here the answer became 31,500 minus 8,960 minus the UIF of 177 rands of cents. And the answer became becomes 22,300. 362 rands, 80 cents. All right, determine Brown Fisher's age. Now, the age will be determined by the ID. All right, we believe the first two letters represent the year when the person was born. So we shall say we shall take it to be 1988 minus the current year, which is 2024, minus 1988. And we ended up having 36 years of age. 36 years of age. Identify the company Brown Fisher is working for. We shall go to the top part there. This is the company. Precision Software Solutions. So when you come here, you arrive right at the company here. Precision Software Solutions. All right. 1.2. The annual salaries and ranks of the top 9 highest paying jobs in South Africa are listed below. Here it will be the highest annual salary, and it's this one here, which is 1,684,000. That's the highest. Express the amount 1,552,300 in words. So what do you write it in words? So it's supposed to be, it's 1,000,000 500 550 52,300 300 or 340 45 45. 1.2.3, name one instrument that can be used to collect data. The first instrument we can think of is supposed to be an interview when you sit with the person there, or it could have been questionnaire. Could have been a questionnaire. Let's look at question number 2. On annexure A, the bank statement of Miss on annexure A is a bank statement for J Sheng Sing. Study this statement and answer the questions that follow. So we're looking at this. Let's say it says 2.1.1. When an amount is debited from the bank account, it indicates a payment that was made from that account. What will credit amount indicate? So this credit amount, this indicates the amount that was paid into the account. This was a payment from. So credit is a payment into the account. Money received into the account, in other words. All right. How much did the bank charge? How much did the bank charge for the EFT payment on the bank statement? What you do first, you have to analyze, or you have to look for the EFT payment, which is this one here. The bank charged how much? Look at that. EFT is there. So how much was it? The transaction fee? We shall take 13 Rand. 13 Rand 42 cents. So here is supposed to be 13 Rand 42 cents. Calculate the value of A and B. Go to their next and we see. We go to their next and we see a next yes, when you come to the next here, we are looking at the value of A. So the value of A, it's here. Now, an amount came into the account, but there was a negative value before. So what does this simply mean? We shall take A will equal to 17,000 minus 6,842 rands 26. So our A will become it will become 17,000 minus 6,842. So the value of value of A is 10,158. That's how we get the value of A. Now they said value of A and B. Let's look at the value of B now. Value of B, we see it as it's on the debit side. That means it went out. So simply meaning the previous balance, which was 6,272 rands 3 cents minus B. They give the answer as this much. So simply meaning B will jump over, becoming a positive, and the 5,000 will come inside here, becoming a negative. So the value of B will become 276 rands 3 cents minus 5,821, so which is 454,000. Sorry, 454 rands 20 cents. That's the answer for B. Let's look at the other questions. So values of A and B. We're done with that. Question number 2.2. Mrs. Maywater received a municipal account for the water and electricity that our family had used in Feb 2024. Study the water and the electricity amount and the tariff table that are given on Annexure B. Answer the questions that follow. Let's first look at the Annexure B. Oh, wow, this Annexure B. We have the water readings and the electricity and the table for the water tariffs. All right, we'll look at that and we see. Is there any free water given by the municipality? And if so, how many kiloliters? So here we say the answer is what? Yes, and the answer is what? Let's go and analyze that. Here it is. This is the municipality that they are looking at. Then are there, how much is, yes, there is free. So we say yes. So how many kiloliters are they? They are 6 kiloliters. Okay. Next question. Get the values of A, B, C, and D. 8 marks. How are we going to do this? Now, here we go. This is the previous and this is the current. Now, when they subtracted this minus this, they subtracted this minus that, they got the value of, they got 19. So we want to know A. So A is A minus 6,589, and they got the answer as 19. So A will be 19 plus 6,058. Sorry, 6,589 plus 19. So this is the value of A. Why are we adding instead of subtracting the 19? Because for them to get the 19, they subtracted, because this is Jan and the Feb. So it's supposed to be the value in Feb minus the value in Jan. That's what I did here. All right. So we go on and we see, oh, the value of B. The value of B, these are the electricity values. So what do we do? The current minus the previous, which is going to be 889,864 minus 889,425. We're looking at the number of units, which became 425. 0.039. So this is the value of B. Value of C, we are looking at VAT value because the total amount before VAT, that means this is without excluding VAT. So if you're looking for the value of C, we shall say 0.15 times 117093. So C is 175,64. Then if you look for the value of D is 1170 plus now the VAT amount, which is this much. So the value of D becomes 1,346 rands 57. That's how we get the value. The values of the missing number. Each is carrying 2 marks. Question number 2.2.3. Mrs. Maywater stated that they will be paying 551 excluding VAT for the water kiloliters, 19 kiloliters that they have used as shown on the statement for February 2024. Verify showing all calculations. So the verification here, we are going to use the water tariff table. The tariff table, the water tariff, the water tariff table. The water tariff table. Let's go to the next step. So we're looking at 19 kiloliters used, and we want to find out when was it used. We need to identify that. So first and foremost, we shall look at 19. The 19 kiloliters. Where will they fall in this? Definitely they are in between. That means we're going to calculate bracket 1, 2, and we shall have 3. We cannot exceed this. But which period are we using? We're using 2023, 2024. So we have to find out. We are going to distribute this 19 in these brackets here. So first and foremost, we have 6. Now, if you take 6 off the 19, you're remaining with that 13. 13 comes in the second bracket, but second bracket needs a maximum of 9. How do we know that? Because it's from 6 to 15. So this is 9. So far, this is what? 15 kiloliters. How many are remaining to make it 19? 4. So each is going to multiply. So since we're in 2024, we shall come take the 6 we've got here. We shall multiply it by that. And we end up having 0, 0. We have the 9 minus the 24. The 9 minus the 24, we end up having 216. Then we have the 4 times the 29. The 4 times the 29, you end up having 116. So you add up this 216 plus 116. You end up having the answer as 300. When you add them up, you end up having the answer 332. So her claim is what? Invalid. Remember, she said her claim is 551 rands. These are not equal. So her claim is invalid. Our brothers and sisters who don't know how this came about, we say we do this. The first thing we do is to determine for each bracket, how many kiloliters do we have? It's the first thing we do. So when you look at this, we are going to look at bracket number 1. From 0 to 6, definitely these are 6 kiloliters. Then we ignore this other side. We don't look at that. But when we want to find out the next one, we shall say 15 minus 6, you get 9. Then here, the maximum here is supposed to be 15. How? 30 minus 15, you get 15. However, first we're looking at 19. We're looking at 19. So far, 6 plus 9, you get 15. So how many are left with to make it 19? We are left with 4. But each bracket is calculated differently. So here we have 6 for 6 kiloliters. We shall say the 6 times the 0 we have. Here we shall say 9 times this and the 4 times that. So here we ended up having the answer as here we have the answer as 0, 0. Here we have 9 times 24. We said the answer here is 216. And the 4 times 29, we ended up having 116. When you add up this, you need to add them up all, end up having 332. 332, it's far away from what she was saying. So we shall, it's not, because she claimed to pay 551. So we shall say it's what? It's invalid. Her statement is invalid. All right, let's look at the other question. Question number 3. Question number 3, we look at basketball. Basketball is a team sport in which any member of the team can score points in a match. And table 1 below shows the manager of the basketball team recorded number of points scored by each member of the team in the 2 tournaments played. Table 1 above, okay, use table 1 above to answer the questions that follow. Is the data above an example of discrete or continuous? Explain your answer. The data above, these numbers that you are seeing here, this will be what? Discrete. Why? Because these are what? They are whole numbers. Whole numbers. 30.1, sorry, 30.2. Calculate as a percentage the total number of team players. Number of players whose points decreased from the first tournament. Let's take note of that. How many will they be? When we look at A here, we compare with A here. Did it decrease? No. So B, he has 41, he has 10. Wonderful. This one decreased, so it's one of them. We go to the C. C also decreased. It's the second one. Third, 32 and 20. This one decreased. The third one, the fourth, which is E. E has 41 in the first place. And in here, so also this one decreased. F has 28 and F had 29. This one did decrease out. G has 43 and this one also decreased. H 34 and 40, it doesn't count. I, it's a 40 and a 40. This one is 6. J 62 and J has no. This one does not qualify. K, it increased. L increased. M 50 from 38 increased. N 44 and he has 100 increased. O 43 and 81. These things. So out of the 15, we only have 6. But remember, they have told you it has to be as a percentage. So she says 6 divided by 15 times 100. And the answer became 40. It's 40%. Okay, we continue question number 3.3. Use the points scored by the team in the first tournament and determine the median. Now, when you hear the word median, you know it's a middle number, but we need to arrange the values we are going to look at. We are using the team in the first tournament. That means we are looking at table number 1. How are we going to deal with this? We are going to arrange them in ascending order. In ascending order. Ascending order, what do we mean? From smallest to biggest. All right, let's start from by numbering them. What is the smallest value here? We have it as 27 followed by 28. We go to, do we have any 29? The 20s are finished. We have 30. We have any other 30? So we have 32. We have any other 32? We have 34, 41, 42, 27, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, supposed to be 8, supposed to be 7, supposed to be 7, it's supposed to be 8. Number 9 is 43. Number 10 is 43. Number 11, 44. Number 12, 46. Number 13, number 14, 15. I'm doing this here to avoid errors on my answer sheet. So I'll come down here. I will rearrange them. I'll write them down. Sorry, I'll finish rearranging. So 1 is 27. 2 is 28. 3 is 30. 4, 32. 5, 34. 6, 38. 7, 41. 8, 42. 9, 43. 10, 43. 11, 44. 12, 6, 13. 13 is 53. 14 is at 56. 56, and the number 15 is 62. So 15 number need, if the 15 that means we need 7 on both sides. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the median. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the median is 42. What about the mode? The model number, the number that appears most, it's 43. All right. For a 3.4, the manager of the team stated that the average point scored for the second tournament is 45, rounded off to the nearest point. Verify showing all calculations. What we're going to do, the average point. This means the mean. So we're going to add all the numbers in second point. The second tournament, we're going to add this 10 plus 10 plus 17 plus 20 plus 27 plus 29 plus 33 plus 41 plus 50 plus 63 plus 70 plus 79 plus 81 and plus 100. The answer becomes answer becomes, yes, the answer becomes, when you add all these numbers, you end up having 670 divided by 15. So you ended up having 44,67. So if you round it up, you get 45. So the claim is valid. Verify showing value. So you should say, oh, correct or not. Yeah, the claim is correct. Name one benefit of participating in sports. It increases your self-esteem. It keeps you fit. It creates the competitive climate that helps people improve in their performance, both in class and sports. Express the probability as a decimal of randomly selecting a member of the team who scored between 50 and 80. Remember, 50 between, not including, but between 50 and 80 in the second tournament. 50 and 80. So we have 1, 2, 3. So they have 3 out of 15, which is the same as 1 out of 5, which is the same as the 0.2. They want it as a decimal. So your answer has to be a decimal. All right, question number 4. In April 2024, Mrs. Twala visited Tonga Zoo in Sydney, Australia. She paid 50,75 Australian dollars, inclusive of Australian VAT, which is 10%, for the ticket to the zoo. So yeah, they're saying determine the term exchange rate. This rate, so we say, is a percentage. Percentage at which one currency is changed to another. Which currency between ZA, which is the South African rand, and US is stronger than the other? You come here and see. So for only one, you need 18. That means the United States dollar is stronger. For something small, you get too much their side. Look at the price of the ticket in South African rand. Remember, the person paid in Australian dollars, and the Australian dollars are not equivalent to rand. So that means you're going to get the Australian dollars, change them to the US dollars. Afterwards, you change them to rands. So we shall get the 50,75, because only one US Australian dollar costs 0, so we multiply by this much, and we end up having, so we ended up having these are dollars. You might leave it the way it is. It's not that much big. So these are US dollars. Then change them to rands. You have told you for only one US dollar, you have 18. So we are going to multiply this by 18, so we multiply that by 18,84. And the person paid 640 rand 61 cents. Australia is a country in the southern hemisphere, where seasons are approximately 3 months long, and summer starts in December. Table 3 below shows the total monthly rainfall in millimeters for Sydney, which is in Australia, for 2023. They're telling you the range for the total monthly rainfall of Sydney is this. That means the range is given. Calculate the missing value of 5 which is this, that's missing, which expresses the lowest monthly rainfall. Ask yourself, how do they get the range? Or as we say, range equals to the highest value minus the lowest value. So range, we have it as 263,4, which was good from taking the, now you come and check the highest. Why are we checking the highest? Because they have told us the missing value is the lowest. So we come here and say the highest is 282,2 minus the lowest. So the lowest will jump out, becoming a positive, and this will come in, becoming a negative. So here the answer will become we are saying the range was got as minus, sorry, this was range, and the highest value there, it's this, which is 282,2 minus the missing value. So the missing value will go outside, I mean out of the equal signs, and the number which is outside will come inside, becoming a negative. So the missing value, the box will equal to 282, minus 263,4. So the answer here becomes the answer became 19,8. So arrange the monthly rainfall in descending order. Descending simply meaning starting with big to small. So the biggest number here is this one, 208, followed by that, followed by 190. This is number 3. 190. This is number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, this is the 12 because the 12 is the lowest. So you rearrange like that. Now I can say 2, 8, 2, 206, 2. That marks the end of paper 1.